How you doing, everybody? Stock Option Sniper here. I hope you're all doing great wherever you are in the world. I hope you're doing great. So I want to go straight right to it. Today we're gonna talk about price and why they move the way they move, also known as liquidity. I had to redo the first video because I thought I was recording when I was drawing the stuff, so I'm just gonna draw it on the chart. As you can see here, we have Walmart in the 15-minute. But before I explain my my understanding of liquidity here, I want to get some drawing. There it is. So liquidity, right? For example, you ever had a price or understand why the price goes into a certain range, and then once it does that, it goes up, and then you get into calls, retest, and then really just falls, right? And then be like, oh, I'm getting into puts, right? You're in profit, you're down, okay, good, and then boom, just goes all the way up, right? We've done that before. This happens to us multiple times, right? So we have to understand. Today I'm going to explain why these things happen, right? Why the price moves the way it moves. Why is it that whenever we get into a trade, we're always losing, that we think it's puts, and then it retests, we're good, we hold, and boom, we're down, right? So today we're going to understand why the price moves the way it moves. I hope that amazing simple drawing right here can see that the explanation of what this video is going to be about. So I'm going to delete all this. We have Walmart. So for example here, what do we do? So first we have a lot of understanding that we first look for consolidation like this, right? Any time frame consolidation like this. You know what? Let me go to the 5-minute. Boom, right? Perfect. We go to the 5-minute. No, I like the 15 better. I like the 15 better. Boom. Right? So we have a lot of consolidation here, right? We're going to think of a retail trader mindset and see what's going on here, right? Boom. As you can see right here, we have the price of Walmart consolidating around this area. How do we know that? Because it's trading sideways right here, right? Boom. Boom. Look at that. Now, what is going on here, right? Now, most people would have taken puts, right? People who saw this play would have been so happy. They'd be like, hey, listen, I'm taking puts. It broke a critical support. What happened here? Why did it start ripping up in the open like that, right? So I want you guys to understand that around this level right here, make it a little bit of blue color, right? So what happened right here? So as we understand right here, we have a lot of people trying to short this. We have to trying to short this market right here, right? They're trying to short Walmart. What does that mean? They're trying to bet that Walmart was going down. And what happened was, as you can see right here, they were bringing the price back up and bringing the price back down, right? Bringing the price back up, bringing it back down, bringing it back. Why are they doing that? Because they understand that there's people that is actually taking puts here, right? They're not believing. They're like, okay, Walmart is going to be in a downtrend because last time around this area, it literally went all the way down, right? So check that out. So we're in a downtrend right now. So Walmart, this will be my supply zone. Oops, what is going on here? Right. Excuse me. We had some technical difficulties there. Right. We have Walmart having difficult time. We're gonna create this as supply zone in the 15 minutes, and you see much better in the lower time frame that this looks a little bit clear, right? It's right here. You can take this right here. So we have a lot of people trying to short this stock, right? As you can see right here, we just broke a critical resistance right there, right here, broke critical resistance. Demand zone now became supply zone, right? Whatever you want to call it, right? This was blue. Now we create another one, and now we turn it to red, right? I just want to make sure this is what I used to do. Okay, boom. Now it was blue. Now we turn that to red. Now why do we do that? We understand that there's a lot of individuals shorting this stock right here. I don't know, some catalyst probably happened, or the market was just extremely red. So now we have individuals saying that, okay, it went all the way up, breaking a critical resistance. Now it's going to use the supports, pull back. So we're taking calls right here. So there's a lot of people that are taking a lot of they're taking calls right here around this area. We want calls where we think that the stock is gonna go like this, and now it's gonna go crazier, higher, and then we'll be happy, right? But no, what happened here? That individuals that were trying to take calls around this area, boom, what happened? There was a lot of liquidity. Excuse me. There was a lot of liquidity around here. Liquidity meaning people here was take calls, trying to take calls here around here. They were trying to take calls, right? They were waiting for this rip up, dip before it rip, as we used to call it, right? I used to call it dip before it rips. But no, what did they do? There was a lot of liquidity around this area right here. A lot of liquidity, a lot of money for the smart money, right? Stop losses were here. A lot of orders, right? Liquidity meaning where a lot of order lies in the market, and it was lying here, right? A lot of people had their stop losses. Stop losses was triggered. Uh, Stop sells, right? All triggered right here. Boom, ate all that. And now what happened? Boom, ran it all the way back up. We're taking calls. We're taking calls here. We're taking calls. People put stop losses and boom, right? Triggered again. Stopped out of their trade. We're taking puts. We're taking puts. A lot of liquidity around here, right? A lot of liquidity around this area right here. This level right here, right? You get the point. A lot of levels right here. A lot of liquidity. Stop sells, right? Stop losses for puts. What happened? Consolidated. Boom. They were happy for a while. Comes back up. Okay, we're break even. All these emotional stuff. Boom. Okay. Now stop losses was just all triggered. Now we're taking calls. Now we're definitely going bullish, right? So there was a lot of liquidity around this area now, right? Around this area, a lot of liquidity. And as you guys can see, I'm literally just going over this, right? But this, let's say we don't even see it. That's literally what's happening in the market, right? Go around this area and boom, all stop losses, stop sells, all gone, right? Banks, as you can see right here, banks are just building their position, right? This is also a Wyckoff method. I simply went over this very quickly on my last video. And as you can see right here, this was a selling climax, right? Selling climax. Selling climax right here. This was the accumulation. Selling climax. This was the rally, right? This was the AR, right? Let's make this black so you can see it, right? AR, selling climax, changing the color. Boom, right? This was the second test, the ST, right? ST, and last point of support right here, right? Second test. We can also call this SP, last point of support, right? LP, last point of support. Boom. And then what do we have here? We have a shake off, taking all that liquidity because people now is saying that okay, this stock is gonna rip, it's gonna go crazy, right? Pre-market, it happened pre-market, but as you can see, we had a lot of liquidity around this area right here, right? Stop losses, people setting stop losses. Let's make this green, right? Making money. Is that the only green color? All right, cool. Right, so this was the green. Let's say all the money was here for the smart money. Now people is like, oh, we're in calls right here. We're going crazy, right? We're going crazy. We're gonna break this consolidation. We're gonna go to the upside. Boom. Take all the liquidity. People were shorting it. People were shorting it right here. And what happened the next day? This was so-called the spring, right? The spring, the S spring, right? This was the spring. Let's make this black spring. And as you can see right here, it literally just went crazy, right? Boom. Went crazy. Text, sign of strength, right? We had ST right here. Boom. But I do not want this to be about the Wyckoff method. I want this to be about liquidity. So as you guys can see right here, the money was right. A lot of stop losses was here, and people was betting on this to go up. They were like, "Oh, it's gonna go crazy. It's gonna." It did go up, but this spring right here is where the weak hands was shaking off, right? People think it's gonna go down, exit out their position, started selling, and boom, smart money just ripped up, and people's like, "What the heck happened?" Right? And as you can see right here, also let's keep going over the example, right? As you can see right here, now there's people shorting the stock, so we understand that there's a lot of liquidity here, a lot of liquidity, right? Just right above here. Look at this. People is now shorting a lot of money here around this area, right? A lot of money, stop losses for those shorts, a lot of money. Boom, right? We can extend this if we want, so we can see what's going on, right? Boom, prices just go higher, consolidated, right? Another Wyckoff, boom, reaccumulation, and boom, people's like, wow, we broke above that supply zone. This is crazy. Now, this is where our example comes in, right? Where we think is going above is going to go higher. And now what happened? All that liquidity that was here, right, around this price. That's why they bring it down. They brought it down. A lot of liquidity from here, their position for the smart money. They had to grab all this liquidity. Why? Because there's so much liquidity here, because once they're positioned, they become negative on their position, right? In order for them to move the market like this, they have to leave certain position, and they have to go back to that price. As you guys ever heard before that it's like, oh, history repeats itself, the price always goes back, the price loves this, because there's a lot of liquidity in that area, right? The smart money needs to get their positions back, because if they make moves like this, now they're down on this move. So what happens? If you understand that this right here was the distribution phase, right? It has the Wyckoff method on the distribution, and you can see I will go over all that. I'm gonna have a video that goes in depth just on distribution on the Wyckoff method. So they grabbed all the liquidity, and there was no need for them to stay in there. So what happens? People who's looking for calls grabbed all that liquidity right here. Boom, next day, raise up the market just a little bit for them to trick them, and boom, just literally fell, grabbing all that liquidity that they had here, right? And now how low they went? They went up, they brought it up pre-market, and all the liquidity that they had here, right? Their position, because they were down when it went all the way up. Now they had to go and take all that. And now a lot of people was once again, what happened? What happened? What happened? I thought we were gonna keep going down. I thought we were gonna go to the floor, right? It's a red day in the market. I'm gonna keep shorting this. I'm gonna hold swings, whatever you want to call it, right? So now a lot of liquidity was here in this area, and you're back off to that Wyckoff strategy. Boom, right? Selling climax, AR right here, second test right here, right? Boom, another spring right here. And what happened? Again with that, right? Their position here was down. They had to grab all that liquidity again. And as you can see, this is what's going on, right? Reaccumulation goes up crazy. Again, another distribution right here. Textbook Wyckoff right here in the lower time frames. And as you can see, right? Just that markdown just happening right here. We can make this red to make it simpler. So as you guys can see, price goes where it goes due to the fact that there's a lot of liquidity. Once again, liquidity just meaning where a lot of order lies, right? That's what it just basically means, where a lot of order lies. So what does that mean? They brought the price down here, right? Let's go for example. And once again, this is not financial advice, you guys. I just want to make sure that, right, the only thing that makes a great trader is not these strategies, right? It's not these I'm not a market predictor. I don't predict what the market is going to happen, but I do have a strategy, and what makes me a great trader is that I manage my risk. I don't care if you have a trend line right here and you say I'm going to take all my trend line, and once I have a trend line right here, I'm going to look for that break, and as you can see right here, boom, it breaks above that trend line, retest. You can have all that. But the thing that makes it a great trade is that you manage your risk very well. And that's what this game is about. Managing your risk. It doesn't matter what strategy you use. All strategy can work here, right? So, but going back to the liquidity, is that we have liquidity here around this area, right? On Walmart. Liquidity here, liquidity here, a lot of liquidity, right? And we had liquidity here. You can say that, right? Well, we just basically filled it right here. And what happened? A lot of people was looking to see that market was bullish. They thought it was going to go crazy, and watch what happened. Stop losses here, grab all that liquidity. Now we can see a lot of prices going down a little bit more, right? Look at that, you guys. Beautiful. Now there's a lot of liquidity here, right? After this run up, a lot of people was looking to short this market right here. Stop loss is going to be around this area. Look at that. Grab all that liquidity. Now we can see a price goes down, or we can see a price go up higher and grab all this liquidity and go down even lower, right? Once again, I do not predict the market. I'm not a market predictor. I am not a predictor, a predicted trader, whatever you want to call it. I'm a logical trader. I just give what the market gives me, right? Whatever order flows coming in, and I go find those order flows, right? And I manage my risk while using the strategy that I have, right? Go higher, grab all that liquidity all the way back to where it started right here, right? Grab all their position liquidity. Now people's like, oh, wow, we're in a bull market, right? Because they have all that liquidity. And now what we can see after they grab all that liquidity, bring the price back down. Boom. Right, so you guys, I just wanted to explain that to you and what's going on, why they say price action is king, and why the price moves the way it does. Right. I hope you guys understand that. I know there's some example here, and I just want to give you guys an intro on what's going on. Do more of your own due diligence. Understand why price the way moves the way it does. There's a lot of video here on YouTube. It's not just my channel. Just do a lot of the diligence. There's a lot of videos on this that digs deep, and do your homework, study, and keep working on your craft. I hope you guys have a great day. I hope you guys I could add value. I added value to you guys and understand this small clip altogether. So have a great day once again, guys.